Hi guys, it's my third attempt at making this video, but the microphone on my webcam doesn't seem to be working, so hopefully this will work now and I can finally update a video, because I know I haven't been around. I know I haven't updated. It's 8 weeks now. I've done nothing post-op and I do apologise, but it's not been all plain sailing for me, but I'll let you know about that now. Where was that? Last video was just before I went to hospital for my op. I got there and was admitted about 6 o'clock in the evening. Had great expectations because the lady who'd had her op at 2 o'clock that afternoon was up walking about the corridors happy as anything. So I thought, hey, this is great, it's going to be a breeze. It wasn't. The op itself went really well, no problems at all. I just felt horrendous afterwards. I've never had a GA before, I've never had an operation or anything at all, and had no expectations, so I wasn't expecting to feel awful, but just felt horrendous. I was absolutely exhausted, groggy. I came down from theatre, vaguely remember that, going to my room, vaguely remember seeing my husband after, but just all I remember thinking was, what have you done? What have you done? This is absolutely crazy, this is irreversible. What have you got yourself into now? And I pretty much felt like that for 2 weeks after. The general just hit me really badly. Obviously didn't get up because it was too late after I came out of theatre that night. I never managed to get up and walk off the anaesthetic at all. Never had a chance to. My surgeons now said that they're not going to be doing operations at that time of night because it doesn't sit well with people. So wish they'd told me before, but you live and learn. I was in hospital for 3 nights. Not really any pain. First day I got out of bed, they sat me in a chair. I sort of stood up and used my stomach muscles, which was a big mistake. They all cramped and it was agony, and then I was terrified to get out of the chair again because I thought I'm going to be in so much pain again. But I was descended upon by like 5 nurses, and they made me get up and use my thigh muscles to get up, and I got back into bed, and it was okay. There was no real pain. And I've not experienced any pain since then. I've had no painkillers since day 2, which is great. So, you know, from a doctor's point of view, the operation went fantastically. No issues at all, and I've healed well, apart from just being absolutely exhausted. I have anemia anyway, so my post-op hemoglobin was only 9.5, which is a bit low. So I started taking my iron again and slowly got better over 4 weeks, I'd say, before I got any energy. Also, I think the anaesthetic got to my lungs a little bit, because then I had asthma, adult onset asthma, and so I had to have an inhaler. Again, it took me about 4 weeks to get over that. I had no energy with it again. So the two combined were awful. Literally walking from sitting room to the bathroom, I was exhausted and I was coughing and spluttering, couldn't breathe. So I couldn't exercise, couldn't do anything. I just hate feeling so weak. It was awful. Husband was amazing, fantastic, did everything for me, looked after me so well. But again, it took 4 weeks before I felt as though life was worth living again. But you know, each person is very individual. It affects us all differently, and this is what happened to me. I was on clear liquids for 24 hours, which was fine, no problems at all. And then they moved me on to a liquid diet I was supposed to be on for 2 weeks, but I was only on for a week and a half. And that was, really boring. Wasn't tempted to have much at all. I kept the fluids up because I know how important it is, but if I had to eat another bowl of chicken stock broth, the thought of it was just horrendous. I just wanted to throw up at the very thought. It was awful. And so I went to see the bariatric nurse after a week and a half, and she said I could move on to puree, which I was excited about at first, but again that went the same way. The thought of eating another pureed baby food type meal was, I just couldn't face it in the end. So after, I think it was 4 weeks, I went to see the nutritionist, and he said that my stomach was healed, I'd be fine, I could just go and eat, pretty much, be careful obviously, but and chew, but I could eat whatever I wanted. So that was like, hallelujah, that was a good day. I'd been mourning the loss of my relationship with food, I think, so I was feeling quite miserable about that. It was quite a big deal for me because I expected still to get pleasure from food when I ate. I knew I could only have small amounts, but I still expected the pleasure to be there, and I was getting nothing. The thought of food turned my stomach, just complete, it was torture to eat, really, and I had to force myself to eat, and that was a complete anathema to me. I'd never felt like that before. I love food, had great pleasure from eating. As I say, I still expected to have that pleasure, just in a smaller amount, and it just wasn't. So, went on to proper food, can eat anything. I've not had a problem with any food whatsoever. I've eaten rice, bread, pasta, meat, steak, chicken, pork, anything. Have no problems at all with it. I have to make sure I have a couple of glasses of milk a day and a piece of cheese to get my calcium in. My nutritionist has said that's really important. And also, if I do have a meal, I go for the protein first and I eat that. Basically, carbs don't cut it anymore. When I do eat, you can eat so little that what I put in my mouth has to taste good. It has to be really tasty, and it has to be really good quality food. And things like French fries, they're just bland. They don't do it for me anymore. So I don't eat them. Again, pasta, just very bland. So I'll have more bolognese sauce and just maybe a few strands of pasta. So that's a good thing. What is it? Chips. Can't eat them anymore, just don't like the flavour of them, don't like the taste. So things have changed in my eating, but now I'm enjoying eating again, which is good. So it didn't last for long. And I'm enjoying eating smaller amounts. It's good. I feel great. And I can actually now say, 8 weeks out, hand on heart, I love my sleeve. I love my sleeve. Anyway, I'm running out of time, so I will stop this video now and make a second one and tell you guys my numbers. So I'll see you soon. Bye.